Battle Machine is one of the most unique rulers in Merge Tactics. He gives you buildings that can dish out serious damage and tanks hits for your troops. But remember, once your troops are gone, your fight is over. Your buildings can't finish the fight for you. In this video, we're breaking down the rank of every building, how to use them effectively, and why surviving all the way to round 8 is absolutely crucial for unlocking Battle Machine's true power. Okay, so one of the first things you need to know when playing Master Builder is you've got to place your buildings. Place them wherever you place them, they will be there permanently. So you can move it until the round starts, and then they are there for the duration of the game. Like, I will not be able to move this expo for the rest of the game. Point number 2, probably the most important thing, is we do not want to throw rounds here. I mean, we need to keep these units alive for as long as possible so that we can allow our buildings to do as much damage as possible. And again, the buildings don't do any good if your troops are dead, right? The buildings will not continue to fight after your troops are dead. Once your troops are dead, that's it. They are gone, you're gone, right? So maybe we can get lucky and get the expo to start firing here. We did. We got the win there. So a tankier build is typically better for the Master Builder. So yeah, we're going to upgrade that and hope we get a 2 elixir troop in the shop. We did not. So what I'm doing with this elixir collector, I'm just kind of putting it in front to tank. Right, to give us a little extra time to be able to get those kills and allow this expo time to charge before it starts to shoot. Because you can see there's a little yellow bar that's going across. Once that gets charged up, it will begin to shoot. But if my units die before that charge starts, we are doomed, right? So we have to survive long enough for them to for those buildings to charge up. So I'm gonna try for clan or brawler here. We might go, let's go a little tankier. We'll go with a prince. As you'll notice, I'm kind of putting my units in the back. Actually gonna put this queen a little more further up, see if we can snipe some units there. Maybe I should have put it all the way in the front row. But again, we are just trying to stay alive for as long as possible and let this expo do its thing. This expo is literally the most powerful unit on my field. Once it gets charged, I mean, you can see how quick it takes those other units out. If we look at the stats, the expo was alive for maybe 3 seconds. It did the second most damage. I mean, it's insane. Expo is by far the best building in the game. Mortar is probably the second best building in the game. You know what? Let's upgrade that. We may sell it. I don't love anything there. I'm just going to buy cheap. We are going to sell this. We're going to grab that. And then we're going to grab this other P.E.K.K.A. We'll get the P.E.K.K.A. trade going. It's probably a bad spot for those P.E.K.K.A.s. Okay. I think we're going to take this. Looks like the P.E.K.K.A. is going to keep us alive. That expo is going to get going, and we win that round. So again, I'm just trying to build the tankiest build I can. I'm going with Ranger, or excuse me, Clan and P.E.K.K.A. I have P.E.K.K.A. right now. Let's actually do this. That's a bad spot for that P.E.K.K.A. Moving in the back. Goes something like this. I don't love any of those, so I'm just gonna buy cheap. I'm gonna sell that. Sell that. You know what? We could go full brawler here, but I'm just gonna let this chill right now. We've got the P.E.K.K.A. synergy. The mortar, what the mortar does, it's gonna shoot. It's kind of like the princess, right? It shoots the farthest troop away from it. Mortar is still alive. But you can see my queen died. So the mortar was still alive, but the queen died. As soon as your troops die, you are dead. So I've got to do a better job. I think I'm going to move that queen up front. We're trying to make it to round 8. That's really where we've got to make it to, is round 8, because that's when we get our 3-star. Okay, I think I am gonna switch this out there. Now we've got full brawler. I'm gonna move these up actually. We're gonna sell the P.E.K.K.A. In the shop, what I'm doing is if I don't see a card that I want for my field, I just buy as cheap as possible. So I hope what happens here, since we moved our queen up, our queen's gonna start sniping their back line. And hopefully we keep our buildings alive. Looks like we were able to. So, like I said, once that Expo gets going, man, it just absolutely destroys. So the whole goal here is keep your units alive to allow as much time for those buildings to do damage as possible. Okay, now we've got... I think I'm gonna go maybe somewhere in there with an Inferno Tower. Again, I don't like any of these troops. I'm buying as cheap as possible. I'm gonna sell this and we'll do that and sell. Again, I'm not finding any troops that I want to upgrade, but I'm just buying cheap and selling if possible. We are in the final 2 here. So we'll see how this Inferno Tower does. Like I said, making it to round 8 is huge. You can make it to round 8 and really let these buildings do as much damage as possible. You're going to put yourself in a really, really good spot to succeed. It looks like we're going to win this. You see this Inferno Tower just going crazy there. These tanky units allow for you to get the win. Okay, game number 2. So the first thing we've got to do is place our tower. We get a Tesla tower first this time. Again, the buildings you get, they will be random. You will get random buildings, right? So you won't get a Tesla first every time. You won't get an Expo first every time. It'll just be a random building. One of the things I didn't mention in game 1 is you only get 5 units on the field, 5 troops on the field, right? Because you're getting these extra buildings, with the Master Builder, you only get 5 units. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my Wizard here. We are going to grab the Valkyrie for the clan synergy, and we are going to go ahead and grab the Barbarian for the clan synergy. So what I'm going to try to do now, I'm going to try to go clan here. Clan with Princess will actually be a really good build for Master Builder, because we need tanky units, right? We need the tankiest units we can get. I think we're gonna win this one. We might just barely get the win, but we're gonna get it. Perfect. All right, so round 3 is when we get our second building. So we'll see what our second building is here. It's Expo, which is perfect. So with Expo, you could put it anywhere on the map. I like to put it 1 up from front, just in case I end up having backline units. We are going to put our Barbarian in for now. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and grab. That Mega Knight. That'll give us the Brawler synergy if we leave the Barbarian in, which we probably will. Princess is trying to take out that Wizard, man, but that clan build is so tough. So it looks like this Elixir Long is going with the clan build. That's something we need to do, is check our opponent. So he is 4 of 4 clan. He's 2 of 3 of 4 clan now. They are 3 or 4 brawlers. So basically everybody is going for the same thing here, which kind of puts us in a pickle, especially since we've got 2 weaker units. We're trying to keep these I'm trying to keep these 2 buildings alive for as long as possible. Now we will get our next building in the next round if we can stay alive right here. Hopefully the Princess can do some damage to those backline troops. I don't know though. Okay, our Expo is about to kick on, so maybe that can clutch it up for us. It does. Thank goodness for the Expo, man. Expo is by far the best building in the game. If I had to rank the buildings, I would go Expo 1, Mortar 2, Inferno Tower 3, Tesla 4, and Elixir Collector 5. That is my ranking of the buildings. We're going to put this in the second row. We're going to buy cheap here because I don't like any of those units. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to buy cheap. And again, we're going to buy cheap. We didn't get anything in the shop that I liked. So we're actually going to sell this. We're going to sell that. And we're going to go ahead and sell that to keep the... this modifier is clear mine, so I want a clear bench here. And again, honestly, right here, if we can keep our X-Bow alive and our units alive long enough for that X-Bow to kick on, we might can get the win. As you can see, we did there. We got the win. We cannot lose another round because we've got so little HP left. Again, we can't really... I can't find anything to upgrade. It's kind of a bummer here. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with that. It's probably a better build anyway. Alright, we're going to let this chill. We're going against the guy who's already out. Hopefully we don't lose to a guy who's already... He's got a really good build, so I am a little bit nervous that this guy might actually take us out, believe it or not. He's got a bunch of backline units, which doesn't do us any good for our Inferno Tower there. But our X-Bow does come alive, and we're able to get that win. And we are now top 2, so we've survived. If I can survive one more round, I'm going to get that 4-star building, which is massive, right? We're definitely trying to survive up until that point. Okay, that's a good upgrade there. We're going to grab that. Perfect. We're going to now upgrade that. Okay, we got a lot of upgrades there, so let's see. I might... So hopefully we can snipe that corner unit with our Executioner there. Okay, we did snipe the Wizard in the back, which was good. Our Inferno Tower's coming to line. Now we're sniping that Spear Goblin. That's what I was hoping for the whole time. And now our X-Bow comes alive, and we are going to get that win. Okay, so now we get our 4-star building. So let's see what it's probably going to be an Elixir Collector if I had to guess. And it is an Elixir Collector. So what we're going to do is we're going to place this in the front row. By the Queen. We're going to make the Queen snipe that. Okay, so let's see if there's anything we can do to upgrade any units. And it doesn't look like there is. This is probably going to be the last hurrah. Whoever wins this is going to win it all. We just couldn't find anything to upgrade there, unfortunately. So again, I am hoping for this Executioner to snipe these backline units. He does hit the Dart Goblin. Oh no, he's off the Dart Goblin because the witch disappeared. Okay, we got the Dart Goblin now. Nice. Looks like we're going to take the win. And again, it was all because I was able to survive long enough to get that X-Bow going, to allow the buildings to do as much damage as possible. You need the tankier units, if at all possible, to win with the battle machine. Game 3, let's see what building we got, and we get Mortar first. So we're putting Mortar in the second row from back, and we need, you know what, we're gonna go tanky here with the clan trait. No, the Wizard isn't the tankiest unit on the field, but with clan trait, definitely helps out that Barbarian for sure. Alright, so taking round 1 is very, very important for Master Builder. Just because you have the added advantage of a building plus 2 troops, the only people you're really going to struggle against are Elixir Long Troops. You should almost always win versus a King and almost always win versus a Spirit Empress unless they get really, really solid RNG to begin the game. All right, I'm just going to chill right here because this modifier is empty bench and I don't want to just add a troop to my bench for no reason. We can buy one of those troops next round. So this Mortar is going to go attack their Dart Goblin first. And he's got nothing but goblins here, so we should win this pretty easily here. So winning the first 2 rounds is huge, especially versus an Elixir Long. I think Elixir Long is probably the biggest threat to Battle Machine. Let's see what our second building is, and it is Inferno Tower, so we're going to pull these troops back here. I'm actually going to go with the 3rd Brawler. We're going to see if we can get all 4 Brawlers here in this match. We did get an upgrade there, which is fantastic. I'm going to sell that off to keep our clear bench. Did I just accidentally move a tower? I think I did. I think I was trying to move the prince back, and I moved a tower. It's not great, but he's still connected. He's still connected to the P.E.K.K.A. there, so it wasn't a total waste. It looks like we're going to lose this round because of the ace trait. If we could kill that P.E.K.K.A., it would be huge. Can't quite kill the P.E.K.K.A. We are going to get an upgrade to our Mega Knight here. And again, because I accidentally moved this building, I cannot move it back now. Once it's set in place, it's there. Okay, we do get all 4 Brawlers. That is huge. That is actually huge for us. We're going to set them kind of over here like this. Actually, maybe something like this will be good. Try to keep this bench clear again for this modifier. So we do have Brawler and Clan trait activated, which is good for us. We're going to get our next building in the next round, so hopefully we can survive this. He does have a 3-star Dart Goblin, which is absolutely dangerous. And our buildings didn't do us much favor there. Mortar is trying to help us out, but just not quite. Giving us what we needed there. Alright, so we definitely need this up front to help tank. Yeah, we've just got to help it tank. We need it to help us tank. If I could speak, that would be nice. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. So we'll just buy cheap and try to upgrade where we can. It's a good upgrade. Alright. So, us getting that 3-star Elixir Collector is not that great. That's not doing us many favors. Luckily, we're going against the guy who's already out of the game. Yeah, so we're really going to have to put some stuff together here. Gonna grab this Mega Knight. Maybe we can upgrade it in the future if we get lucky with a shop. Not too lucky there, so I am gonna sell off some cards. See, we got a 5/5 and a 4 in the shop. Now we just have to hope we survive. Alright, it looks like my prince is gonna take his Mega Knight. And his Executioner is gonna be the card that really, really worries me here. I don't think we win this. I mean, that Executioner is just, it's a lot, man. And our buildings are not that great. Yeah, just a tough time. We do survive with 1 HP left. We are going against the dead guy, which is good. We will get another building next round, but what we really need is an upgrade. We need upgrades bad, bad, bad. I'm going to sell this off. And we are just finding nothing. Coming up with a nada here. Not great, not great, not great. We should win this round because it's the guy who's already out. We sell this and this. I'm not going to cycle through. Hopefully this Elixir Long player gets knocked out and his cards get put back in, because that's what I think is happening to us here. Okay, so as soon as he gets knocked out, now I'm going to buy. Because as soon as he gets knocked out, his cards go back into the pool. Oh my gosh, we couldn't have got these are the worst buildings possible we could have ever asked for. So if we win this, it'll be an absolute miracle. guy just has all the cards I'm looking for. The only card that I would need is...
Showtime.
Gosh, I don't even know. It's an absolute bummer. We have the same build, essentially. And he's got that Executioner, which is just going to absolutely light me on fire. There's no way we could win this. Our buildings are absolutely terrible. And as you can see now, like, with his backline units, we just have no shot because my buildings are doing nothing. But that's kind of the risk you take with Battle Machine is, you know, you're going to get those buildings, but you're only going to get 5 troops. You're really not going to get much elixir, even if you get an elixir collector early. It doesn't matter what the stars of the elixir collector are. It might give you 1, maybe 2 elixir per round. It's really more useful as a tank than it is an elixir collector. So that's my 2 cents on Battle Machine. In the current meta when I'm making this video, Battle Machine is not a great ruler, but it could change in the future. I'm sure that they'll make balance changes and whatnot. Right now, he's not the best. But in this current meta, that is how you need to try to play the battle ruler. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, see ya.